Car is a 21st century shop management system. Most consumers view car repair with a lot of angst and distrust. I mean, that's part of what I think about every day is, if I were the customer walking in here, how would I feel good about what's going on? Everything with the oil pump seal worked out?
Yeah.
That kit had everything we needed? Joman was started on April 1st of 1989 by my father and his brother, my uncle, John and Manny. That's where the name Joman comes from. When I was 9, I was pumping gas and washing windows like a boss. In 2008, my father was just getting tired. He didn't want to give up the business. He wasn't really interested in selling it, so he had approached me and asked me if I would be interested in coming back and taking it over as my own. My dad is very old school, so there was a lot of paper everywhere. My first concern was getting off paper, and I found first names, nicknames, no emails, nothing. I almost lost that business within 18 months. In 2013, when we had started to grow again, I was back at the software point, and I was like, the software that I'm using is really not conducive to how we do business. I found myself doing way more work to prove to people that I wasn't lying and to be transparent in what we did. So I was texting customers, emailing customers. I was adding an hour to an hour and a half just to make customers feel comfortable. And if I went on vacation, it was chaos. There really wasn't anything at that time that did what I was looking for. I said, okay, I'm gonna try and do this myself. When people look at me, they're like, well, you don't have a degree and you're just some guy who runs a shop. I can't count how many people told me you're never gonna be able to do what you wanna do. And now we're at the point where they can't ignore us anymore because our product is really excellent. Show them how you grab your iPad and take photos and put it into car. CAR is short for Complete Auto Reports. Initially, it was just a really simple way to show customers pictures and videos of what they needed. It would send the customer an estimate and an inspection report. You would approve or deny the services. It solved the trust factor almost immediately. Nobody was questioning, was I being truthful? I was showing them.
This window's only bump up 1 inch at a time. Driver door wiring.
Vehicles have changed so much in the last 8 years. You can't just touch something anymore.
Interesting.
There's a lot of information to look up. Hey, so Sean, there's a pretty specific reset procedure, but just double check. Liability is becoming a huge part of what we do. What CAR does is it allows me to take the service that I performed with the information that I acquired and document it. So the cloud is instrumental to our growth because I think as time goes on and more people find the value in what we've built, they're gonna love our basic process and they're gonna say, but I need X. And maybe X is right for their business, but it's not right for every business. So we can provide X to them and not have it affect the system overall. When I had built this out, my initial thought was I am one man and I need to do the job of 2.5. So if I can take as much of those 1.5 people and build it into the software, it doesn't mean I don't need those people. It just means that at least some of the jobs are getting done. We're not trying to eliminate people. We're trying to eliminate the mistakes.
It's just coming apart.
Customer expectations have changed tremendously, and people don't have time for the way business used to be run. If you look at where the industry is and you look at what our product does, there are defining differences in anything that exists today versus what we do. While we would obviously hope it would be nothing but CAR to run the future of the auto industry, even if it's not CAR, it will be a system designed very similarly to how CAR is, because it's a natural flow of progression in this industry.